Hello, I have a sort of blind tasting I'm doing of a bunch of different local Pilsners from New England. One that's super available, post-shift Pilsner from Jack's Abbey. One that you have to go to Trillium to get or to a bar, their regular old Pilsner. This is the only one I've had recently. And then one that's a little hard to get but distributed is Hans from Schilling. So I don't know which ones these are, and I have some fun vintage glassware here to share them. So I guess I'll start with the one in the highlight glass. They all look pretty similar. This one smells really good, actually. Big, almost blueberry-like noble hops. I often get blueberry notes from Hallertau Mittelfrüh. A lot of people say it's floral and grassy, but it's floral in a berry-like way. It smells really fresh. All of these are pretty fresh, and they're all between 4.7 and 5%, I think, and they're all like kind of North German Pilsners, so extra pale and dry. Yeah, both of these are 4.7. This is 5. This one is unfiltered, so maybe I'll be able to tell it's that one because it'll have a little haze. This seems to have a teeny bit of haze to it, so it might be the Hans. Especially because I remember this one being very, very hop forward. It's really nice. It's got a little bit of some vanilla-like notes. Just a teeny hint of sulfur, lots of cereal grain flavors. That's sweeter on the palate than I thought it was going to be, but still really refreshing and dry. This one is not as big on a hop aroma. It smells more, I'm getting more minerally yeasty notes. Yeah, it doesn't smell like it's quite as fresh. I think the least fresh is the post shift. It might be the post shift. Pretty good. I think because it's hot and humid right now, these things are tasting more sweet to me than they usually do. I'm getting lots of vanilla-like sweetness. That's what I get from a lot of pale lagers. Is like the malt is like it tastes like vanilla frosted mini wheats or something like that. The carbonation on this seems a little bit more spritzy and bites a little more than the first one. That one's like very hoppy, almost like woodsy. And then here's the last one. Let's just compare the looks. Actually, this Budweiser one is definitely the palest one, I think. Which it makes me also think it's the post shift. This is pretty pale, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's a smaller glass. This one has actually a little bit of a toasty malt flavor to it. And a good amount of hop in the aroma, but not as much as the first one. I'm thinking this one is the Trillium. Because the Trillium's one I had, I think I drank one of these like 4 days ago. And it does have a good bitterness to it that I don't expect at first, but it has more malt character. I think they might even use something besides Pilsner malt in here, which is not traditional. Yeah, that finish has something toasty, very toasty, almost not burnt, but a flavor you wouldn't really expect in a Pilsner. I don't know if I'd call it an off flavor exactly, or it's just like not a traditional Pilsner flavor. So I think the only one of these that's naturally carbonated is the post shift, but I'm not sure. A lot of Jack's Abbey's lagers are naturally carbonated and they just don't tell you about it. That might be what's giving me this different kind of mouth feel that has lots of little tiny bubbles on the palate. Let's go back to the first one. Yeah, this is almost lemon, blueberry. This smells really good. I'm pretty sure it's the Hans. Let me see. This one's really fresh too, right? It doesn't have the date, but this was just shipped last week up from New Hampshire. Yeah, that's really nice. The first time I had Hans, I thought it was a little bit too assertive. This is probably my favorite of the bunch. Then maybe the Trillium, I don't know, the Trillium has that maltiness to it. It's a little weird, but let's see if I'm right. Let's see, Clyde's, yep, wait a minute. High Life was, yep, that was right. That was too easy. It'd be better if I hadn't had any of these before or not in a very long time, but I'm surprised how well I remembered what these would taste like. But that's it, I guess. Bye.